Good Grodd almighty.
Good Grodd.
Oh, Lord. We're here at the Stream.tv studios. You are too. Thank you for being here. Yes, Before You Ask, My Beanie is available in the Flash merch store under the Joe collection. Welcome. We are the Flash After Show. As always, the best team in the place. We got Jack Hind over here, Lauren Mayhew over here.
What up, guys?
And Devon, he's back with your hat. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. It feels amazing.
Your hat did a great job replacing you last week.
It did.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm a little cracked out right now because I had to watch last week's episode by myself.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was an experience. Oh, that was an experience.
I bet you were sat there like...
And then I had to watch today, right now with you guys. And there's so much going on, guys. Hashtag West Allen, because that is shit right now.
It's the truth. Big shout out to everybody who's a fan of geeklyrock.com. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. That's really dope. We got Infinite Comics, Flash Podcast, CW Flash fans, and the news that next week, Doug Jones is going to be here in studio. He's gonna be on the show next week, and it should be really cool to get the inside scoop on what's going down on the Flash.
Yes, it
from
will.
one of the performers themselves, Devon.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were dying.
I was about to.
You know, I have to say that Hat Devon was very concise.
Yes.
He was
Very to the point.
well-spoken, but very pointent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, kept things
Really
shorter
kept the
than usual.
conversation
Short and
flowing.
sweet.
Oh, yeah?
Son, that.
Well, I'll tell you who got involved in the conversation a lot this episode is Iris. She's just now, she seems like she knows everything. So the question is, what will her new role be moving forward, and how will her relationship with Barry be different? Anyone?
I don't think anybody. But yeah.
Oh, thank you. Okay, now it is official West Allen time. We don't care really what happens with Eddie. He's gonna get saved, obviously, because if he dies, there's no
I
Eobard
think Eddie
Thawne.
cares about what happens to Eddie.
Eddie cares, you know,
Eddie-
but
Eddie
I feel like he's, after this, Eobard just crushed his entire reality and was just
Right.
pretty much like, you're gonna be the failure of the lineage, okay?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. And now he kind of has the griffy beard going. He's probably gonna become a drunk or something. You know what they usually do.
How's that going to make Eddie, how does Eddie react to that, hearing that all of a sudden he's a loser?
Well, you saw the you
When
saw
he
that
ripped out his
when
heart and
when
told him.
Eobard ripped his
His
heart
face,
out.
his
But now
reaction.
Iris has finally been like, look, you know what? I understand she was mad a little bit. You know, everybody been lying. Everybody knew but her.
The reveal
Realistically,
was genius.
The reveal was
Yeah.
great, even though it was a little difficult because I mean, you can tell by that one little shock. Like I
What?
touched a lot of people and got shocked, even guys, and I'm like, I ain't trying to do nothing, but like you shocked me.
You're
Say
moving
sorry.
on, you're making moves.
But I
and you
think it's
make-
more than that. I think that there's been so many underlying things that she's kind of like felt that like maybe there was some sort of difference there, and I
Yeah.
think that shock just kind of tied it all together.
She kind of had every right to be mad, though.
Yeah.
Can we give that? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
She was
as much
in the
as
dark
we were,
the whole time. She was in the
that's what I mean.
dark.
As much as
And
she
she
did,
feels like maybe if she was involved, you know, some people that she loved might not be hurt or whatever. But is it right for her now moving forward that she, I mean, it seems like she's going to be part of the team.
Well, honestly,
So is it going to benefit the team? Is it going to benefit Barry? Is it going to benefit Iris?
Well, we've seen both ends of it right now. We saw one part of where it's like when she brings the emotional aspect to the team. Caitlin's enough of the emotional aspect right now. Now bringing Iris into it, there's a lot of emotions running wild. And as soon as someone gets taken, well, as soon as Joe got taken, we saw Iris like storm out and cause an issue.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, she helped Barry remove Grodd from his mind and helped him get out of the way. So it's
just
going to be
for one time
6
for
to
the
1 half a
fans,
dozen
so
to
they
the
can
other.
leave you alone.
Right.
Say Grodd.
Did I just say
Just
it
say
wrong
it. Look at the
again?
camera.
I'm
Say
sorry.
Grodd.
It's Grodd. I know it's Grodd. I apologize. I will
Grodd is
pay
just fun to say.
more
Grodd.
attention.
There you go, guys. But
I'm
now
sorry.
we got to just understand that this is his accent. Ain't nothing we can do about it. But I agree with you. I think Iris is a good benefactor now because she's the replacement motivator that Wells was. Because you can't
So
have
they
Wells.
lose one, now
That's
they gain
true.
And
one.
what motivates someone more than love?
Love.
We all do the
That's a great
strangest
point.
things
The
for
infinite
love.
truth.
And now imagine how far Barry's abilities are going to get. Hashtag West Allen.
Oh, and he's going to want to
imagine how good he's going
want
to
to
get
show
now.
off and stuff. He's going to want
I just hope that there doesn't get, you know, sometimes also love can also blind you a little bit in what the clearest decision is. So is she going to, you know, allow Barry to go and do what he needs to do, or is she going to be worried that he's going to get hurt? Because, you know, Wells, while he cared for Barry, you know, was definitely able to separate those things because he was highly motivated to have Barry do all of these things. So I'm wondering now if, like, Iris as a motivator could also, there could be a little detriment.
Well,
there
great
as well.
point of view. Thank you for bringing that to the table, guys.
Thank you.
In the comment section below, if you're rocking on YouTube right now, or use the hashtag #TheFlashAS on Twitter to let us know your thoughts on Iris this week. And if you're curious about how she got in there at the beginning to catch Barry in his suit, Candice, the actress, tweeted that you could accomplish anything if you slip the security a Benjamin with a winky face, meaning she gave the security $100. That would probably be her backstory as an actress to like, how come I just showed up? Well, I paid the guy off $100. It works.
Plus, it doesn't seem like there's anyone else in Star Labs other than like there's
Good point.
no one
There's
else
no
there.
one
Like
there.
it's a giant facility and there's 4 people who work there.
But
like,
then again, we only see 4 places. We see that one hallway that they always curve around.
but there's no
where
one
the
ever
wall is.
walking there, like
No, ever.
ever.
Where's
Like,
like what about the receptionist? Like,
Yeah, like, there's
security
no
walking
one.
the
Do you not
halls?
have to sign in when you go in?
Definitely
like,
gotta
put your
sign
name,
in.
give
No.
your ID.
Well, I feel like it's one of those
those
places that everyone abandoned afterwards. Like, it should just be an abandoned warehouse.
Well, there's only the
realistically.
random janitor when it needs to work into the plot line, when
Yeah.
it needs
Yeah,
someone who's
when-
like gets captured or something like that. Oh, so there's a janitor, by the way. He's
Yeah.
here once in a while.
Every other Tuesday.
Yeah, and the one person who's definitely here and was around all episode was.
I'm not gonna say it. Grodd.
Yeah,
Grodd.
it was finally like, okay, so there's Reverse Flash and Grodd. In the world of the Flash, these are the 2 biggest villains and his arch nemesis. So what really, it's great that we had Grodd, and it seems like Grodd's going to be a big part of the finale moving forward. What is Grodd after? And Barry actually asked that question too, and we didn't really get a straight answer. So like what, does he want to just eat people's brains and take over the world, or is
First
it more
of all,
complicated than
I'm
that?
kind of offended. I understand he's a gorilla, but he's not eat people's brains. He's more intelligent than that. Thank you very much.
I thought what movie am I thinking of where you have to eat the brains to get smarter?
That was Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
So then
Oh,
how does he get their intelligence then,
Well,
Vaughn?
okay, in the comic books, he was an African gorilla in Africa. Spaceship crash, bam, alien spaceship crash, messed him all up, got intelligence, okay? And then, of
Okay.
course, he progressed later with technology and stuff like that. Right now, obviously, the tests and the particle accelerator, all that kind of stuff, made his little thing, got him all
Okay,
giant.
so it's just from the initial explosion.
Yeah.
Okay.
But from this, we got that. As far as what he's after, whatever Wells has instilled in him
Right.
is what he's at. Oh, father, we
Right,
don't
but that's
really
the
know.
question. Is Wells and Grodd even on the same team anymore? Are they rivals? Are they a team? Are
I
they
think they
enemies?
have to be
Wells,
on the
because
same
Wells
team.
helped Grodd get rid of
Ailing.
Ailing. Ailing or Ailing? How do you
Ailing.
guys
I think
pronounce
it's Ailing.
it?
I
Because
think
apparently
Ailing.
I'm terrible with
Was like
pronunciation.
8 has an EI, Ailing has an EI, I just say.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, we'll go with Ailing then. Yes, Wells, didn't someone mention previously that Wells helped Grodd escape from
Yeah.
Ailing? So that's why Wells and Grodd
Yeah,
are friends.
I think it's more like the enemy of my enemy
Is my friend.
Well, he still
so-
calls him father.
I
Right.
know, but
Yeah.
it's like I don't know if they're in it for the same reasons. I think
Yeah,
maybe
because
they're-
Wells stopped because Wells knew that Ailing was doing bad testing on Grodd, and that's why Wells got rid of Wells helped.
Yeah, but I don't. I
Grodd
think they're like
escape.
helping each. You know what? I don't know if they're like on
I
the
see what you're
same
saying.
team,
But
but I think they're
helping
like
each other
using.
for
They're
their
both
own
bad guys.
benefits.
Exactly. They're like,
Yeah.
you know what?
Okay.
We're both bad guys. We're both like anti-Flash. Let's
Their
just like.
wants seem
now.
to align for the
Yeah.
moment.
All I know is the reveal, and I'm glad they used Ailing, whatever the actor's name is. What's his name?
I forget.
Clancy
now.
Brown.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm glad
yes,
they used-
Jack. Woo!
that.
I'm glad
Sure.
they
Look at
used
that.
his voice to do the reveal because it gave me shudders, and he was like, "I am Grodd." I
that
was
was
like,
good.
and then I tweeted,
really
I've
was.
waited 21 episodes.
He was
for
exactly-
that.
By the way, I
Oh,
have
man.
to say that I think they did a really good job with the CGI for that
They
because
did.
he looks
Yeah,
super
they
real
did.
and he's super like.
I'm not
scary
gonna lie
looking.
though, I would have liked to see him do like in the cartoons and stuff where he actually like moves the lips and he has a very intelligent voice, but I don't mind because I feel like that wasn't in the budget.
As crazy as like mind control and like telepathy might be, I actually think him not being able to speak is like
Yeah.
actually a little
Yeah.
bit more realistic than
Yeah,
like
I
a
agree.
gorilla being able to like speak English.
Like
I
yeah,
don't
full
know.
on, yeah.
I mean,
Because
Donna-
really you're just hearing the thoughts.
Yeah.
But while he was this very scary creature, and like
Yeah,
we saw
absolutely.
Joe being really scared, but like why didn't he kill Joe?
Yeah,
is this
that's
part of
weird,
his
too.
overall? If
Is
he's
he
a
a
really
killer?
bad guy,
Yeah.
maybe he
Well,
needs Joe for the future.
Obviously, he's looking for Flash. I feel like he used Joe as bait.
bait.
But why
Remember,
Why Flash? Why does he hate the Flash all of a sudden?
We got to
We
see
don't
what
know.
Wells
We
did.
don't know.
Like
Can-
right now, that's Wells' incentive. you
Can we
know?
just quickly? Why on earth did Joe take a banana with him?
Well, no, he
Makes
took it
no
from
sense.
Cisco and put it in his jacket. And at last resort survival, he was just like, "Yeah, you want this?" And then that was a bad idea. You don't fucking give Grodd. You
Yeah.
don't give him a banana.
I'm like, do you see those
mean, you
teeth? I feel like that's the last thing this guy would ever eat. Like,
guy
he's
wants
a
a
super
steak.
carnivore, and you wouldn't give him a tiny
He
little
was just
banana.
very scared.
Like,
So I get it. It was just such a funny
was
action.
hysterical.
He was just like, all right, Joe, this is your big moment in the scene.
This is it.
8 o'clock, scene 14. You're gonna be scared as shit.
By the
All
way,
right.
I have to give Joe major props because when it's CGI, there's no gorilla right in front of
Yeah.
him. He looks scared
Yeah.
shitless,
Jesse
and I
O'Martin
thought
is-
he killed
yeah.
it. I thought
His
he absolutely
hairline
killed it.
was gone
Yeah.
after that one. You know what I'm saying? It was just completely gone.
I just want to give someone a shout out real quick. Unfortunately, I can't, oh, there it is. Jay Sphere, Wells and Grodd is going to be curious. Grodd. Oh, sorry. Wells and Grodd. Curious Grodd is going to be the next spin-off movie. Have you seen Curious George? Anyone know
Oh,
Curious
yeah,
George?
Curious
is?
Grodd.
Man in the yellow suit.
Yeah.
I just thought that was
That's hilarious.
Well,
Oh, it's hilarious.
Hilarious
Hilarious guy. Thanks.
you guys are so rude.
Are we over that topic?
Well, I mean, it's a lot. I'm just glad now Grodd is out of the sewers. He's about to mess stuff up.
But we do need to find what his motivation really is, because otherwise.
Oh, we'll find out.
And we will. We
I
got
still
2 more
think he just
episodes.
followed
I think that's it for him in season 1, though.
Yeah.
I think that was a way of exiting him. Now he's gonna disappear. He's gonna start doing his thing, and then he's gonna be
I don't
like,
think he's gonna
it's season
disappear.
2.
Just hop right at the camera.
Yeah.
Just hop
Well,
right
I'm
at
just
it.
curious
I think they just
Foreshadowing
they had to, I
Foreshadowing
think
though
they
he's
just
coming
threw
at
that
it.
How
in
do
for
people, by the way, not see this ginormous gorilla just
was
hanging
dark.
out? And
Well, we spoke about this
It
when
was dark.
Firestorm suddenly all of a sudden went and just took off in the middle in front of everybody.
So
How you
guys,
gonna see this
wasn't
flying
in
fire
the
go?
script.
How
So,
is it all gonna end? Let us know in the comment section below and on Twitter, and we'll obviously get to you a little later on in the episode today. Now, Harrison Wells and Eobard Thawne, posing as Harrison Wells, was with his next of kin in this little
his
sewer
ancestor.
plot thing. His aunt, not even next
Yeah,
of kin,
his
his
lineage
prior-
is after
There's
his
a lot of
ancestor
them,
before.
Exactly. Whatever the
right,
opposite of next
right.
of kin is, previous kin. That's him.
Ancestor.
Now he was talking mad shit. He was letting this guy know, yeah, you're a loser and nothing comes of you. A, was that the truth? B, is he manipulating him for a certain reason, or is he just like letting him know what's good?
I think we know well enough by now that Eobard Thawne is always manipulating
Yeah.
people to get to his ultimate goal. So I would not be surprised at all if Eddie does play a larger role and that Eobard Thawne is just egging him on to get him to where he needs to be.
Honestly, I mean, when
He
I
needs
think
a
about
partner in crime.
Eddie really isn't anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's too far in the past for him to really be a factor. Now, if his name was Malcolm, we'd have a problem. You know what I'm saying? But
Because who's Malcolm?
Malcolm Thawne is Barry's unknown twin brother.
Ooh.
So yeah,
shite.
that would be some shit, right?
Imagine
that would
Eddie's
be
just
some
a
stuff.
nickname and they really turned
And
it
see, then it'd be really a trip.
Just be like,
But, I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah, what if like
so-
Eddie's like his middle name or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
So if his name was like Malcolm Eddie Thawne,
Whoa!
we got
might
some
be.
problems.
You
never
heard
know.
it here first, people.
But I'm just saying, like,
there's actually a great question we're going to get to in a little bit on the Twitter question. So before we go to a quick break, guys, keep sending us your questions right now. And Jack's on top of the YouTube
live
comments
chat.
right
I
now.
got you, people.
And don't forget, next week you got to come back because we are going to have a very special guest, Doug Jones, here.
Yes.
Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll be right back with your Twitter questions. Yo.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited. This is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
That the more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy, it was hot, it was heated, I was into it.
You are going to be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama. Tell her, go ahead and turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
counting down back in the Stream.tv studios, yes, for the episode where Grodd really came through. We're going to get to your Twitter questions in just like a fraction of a second before we remind you that Doug Jones, who's going to play Deathbolt next week, will be on the show right here in the studio. And who's Doug Jones?
Doug Jones, I don't know if you've seen Hellboy 1, Hellboy 2, Pan's Labyrinth. He played
he had that eye on his hand, Pan's Labyrinth.
Abe Sapien. He played Abe Sapien.
He was Abe?
He was Abe Sapien, and he was a couple of the
right-hand man,
creatures.
pretty much,
Yeah,
right?
and he was like the angel of death, and he plays a lot of creature roles a lot of times.
And he's like tall and lanky.
Yeah,
and he's very nice. Oh my God, we've been on like emails,
nice.
like the nicest guy. Like, oy vey.
He says call him Dougie.
So send Dougie, yes, send over your questions for Doug for next week. But our first question comes from AG Bella X, and this is a really great question. Do you think Eobard will take the identity of Eddie like he did Harrison Wells? Hashtag #TheFlashAS. And in one word, yes.
Hell, no, 2 words. Hell, I was 3
That
words.
would be
2 words.
great.
2 words. 2 words. I'm sorry. Hell yes.
Okay.
Hell yes. Because now
100.
everyone's looking for Harrison Wells, but they're looking for Eddie too, but not in the same context.
And it's a great
That's
way to like
brilliant.
now it's gonna get juicy. Because
Yeah.
that person that looks like Eddie who lost Iris to Barry, now they're gonna be duking it out, even though everyone's not gonna know it's really Eobard Thawne. But then I think it's gonna happen. When is the question? And also what happens to Tom Cavanagh? He probably goes on another show. I don't know.
Well, no, I
don't think he
they
will.
might pull a Firestorm moment where when they pulled out Martin Stein, he had a body and stuff. They might do that with Harrison Wells, just to keep Tom on the show. 'Cause
I
he's
don't
cool.
think Harrison
Hey,
Wells
he's
will
great.
take
He's
over
a
his
great
body.
actor. He's
I don't think he'll take over his body. Why does he need to? We see in the next 2 episodes that he's going to be fighting against all of them.
Well, I mean-
He's finally got the key now to get
he
him
was
back.
no,
smart-
because of what Devon said before. It's like Eddie's really nothing. Like, what's Eddie's role? Unless they
Yeah, but
find
Harrison
this new
Wells can
role.
hide. He's the reverse Flash. No one's ever going to find him.
Yeah, but there's something's gonna happen where he's like, da, da.
Yeah, and Eddie's gonna be like, nah, I was standing too close. My mistake. Nah.
I
No,
mean,
I
I
think
think
they're going
that-
to use Eddie for something else. I think
think so?
Eddie's. Yeah, I still
If
think Eddie's
Harrison
got
Wells
more
was
into
smart,
it.
he would take over He would take over Eddie's body, but I don't think it's going to happen because they're going to want to keep Tom in the show.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
whole
only
scene when
thing.
he was teasing Eddie was like a giant. I'm about to build you to become something.
Yeah,
That's true.
The
what-
whole scene was just cutting down
kind of,
Eddie.
but then also Harrison Wells really was like, I'm out, bro. I'm bouncing. I'm going home.
Well, as soon as because he had his key to get him to start the particle accelerator again, so that he can.
That's what
go
that was,
back.
right? The particle
It
accelerator.
seemed like the particle accelerator. I want to say it was.
Or was it just like a time
I feel
machine?
like
Like a
it was
pathway or something.
Where did? Okay,
Hey,
that has to
I
be.
do
Where else
want
did
to
that
point
thing
out
come
though
from?
that Eobard Thawne had the damn ring, which we saw before.
Yeah.
No, that was
but it
in
didn't
the
look like
previews, though, of the
it didn't
next
look
one.
like it had a costume. You saw the costume pop out with the flicker flam,
Yeah.
and then he was like
and then
flicker flam
ran
in
into
the
it.
suit. I was like, oh.
Okay, here's
Devon
our
was
next
like,
question.
was that a ring?
If we can buy that ring and it actually happens, please let us know. 'cause
Well,
that
you
will
would have
be
to
your
have the
birthday
shrinking
present.
technology chemical over the suit so that it can shrink in there.
Here's our next
We have a
question.
don't
lot
have that
nowadays.
invented.
And
we got a lot.
it's from Jazzy Lewis. I'm going to paraphrase it a little bit. When Joe found out that Eddie was a Thawne, do you think that specifically changed his opinion of Eddie? Or
Well, the thing is-
regardless of his last name, he
I
was
don't
just
think.
like,
Didn't
Repeat
he
the
always
question.
know that Eddie was a Thawne?
But they didn't
he
know.
didn't know Eobard Thawne was a bad guy. He always knew it was Thawne, but once he
No,
found out
because
that,
you can't make somebody responsible for what their family does. I mean, how can you make somebody like that would be like
just like hold
my
a grudge for a family.
I don't think so. I mean, I think that he's known him long enough now. He knows his character, or at
Yeah.
least he thinks he knows his character. That like, I don't think that if you all of a sudden find out they have an uncle or a sister or brother who's like done bad shit, that you can hold it against them.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Do you think she's right? Let us know.
Do you agree with
Okay,
that?
our last question comes from Kirsten Skox. Swear to God. Hashtag #TheFlashAS. And it circles back to our question at the beginning. What will come of the
Kristen
Barry-Iris
Cox, okay.
relationship?
Just let me come here, guys. Let me talk to you real quick. Hashtag West Allen.
When?
Pause.
When is the question? We all know now it's going to happen. There's a magazine, a newspaper that says published by Iris
He's still looking
West
up there. What's
Allen.
up there? What are you
What's
looking
up
up there?
there?
with
Devon sees himself part of the wedding party, and he might be the best man, and he's up there, and he says, where are the rings? And he drops the rings, and everyone's freaking out. Good thing the Flash has powers, because he's going to run around the wedding hall and find him really quickly.
And maybe he's got the
Devon
wrong ring.
almost-
It's the ring
yeah.
that where the suit pops out. So the suit pops out. He all of a sudden is dressed, and now he's
And
in
he
his
tells everyone,
And the whole wedding party knows that Barry Allen's the Flash. Damn it,
that is
the hell!
That is how Devon ruins Barry's own.
Wow.
Lord, that is comic
High
number
five to that.
99.
That's one of my most intimate fantasies.
Let's get to a live YouTube comment question. Do it right now before we are over. Jack.
You can't just throw these on me like
Before
this.
he
Quick,
finds
guys.
a
job, Jack.
Wait, to Devon.
Yeah.
How would Earbud Thawne, a villain, know how to be a mentor? How would someone like Earbud Thawne, a villain, know
Right,
how
so
to
you
be
were
a
saying that
mentor?
he was setting him up for something,
Yeah.
but was he really? Because he might not have those traits inside
That's
him, unless
actually
he's like
from
grooming him
Earbud
to
Thawne.
be a successor to the mission.
In their current situation,
Someone give me a
Earbud Thawne
question.
is not a rookie with these abilities. He's a seasoned speedster, okay, from centuries in the future. He knows the fresh water. Barry's wet behind the ears right now. To get back to his own time, he has to use his own experience to teach Barry to get either to or near his level, only so that he can get back. He's using him. That's the only reason I would figure the villain teaching the hero. But as they say in Avengers, for example, no spoilers, but they say we all create the one thing that we hate. And I'm just saying, he hates Barry, but he's creating him to be that hero that he despises. So it's like...
just because it came into my mind while we're talking about something else, Tom Hardy said he wouldn't mind being the Punisher. I personally think he's like too pretty.
I think that'd be awesome.
Are you kidding
I think he'd be
me?
good. I think he would be good, but he's too like pretty.
Yeah.
No, he ain't.
He's too pretty.
No, Tom Hardy is the epitome of like that middle ground. He's not too pretty. Chris Pine
Tom Harding is definitely
too pretty.
super pretty. What are you talking
Tom
about?
Hardy.
Yeah,
Tom
he's
Hardy
rugged
is
too,
not
but
pretty.
Punisher needs to
Well,
like
I mean, he's kind of pretty.
Wait,
but
I was
he's
thinking
not,
about the guy. What's the
he's
guy?
Punisher.
Tom
He's like
Wellington
Thomas
is who I'm
Jane.
thinking of.
I just want
Tom
to say
Hiddleston.
that I might have got that line
Tom
wrong
Welling.
from Ultron.
Tom Welling.
Sorry,
Okay,
but
okay.
you see what I'm
Hardy.
getting at, guys.
Oh, okay.
And then we also saw the pictures of the Suicide Squad, which was really cool. I know.
Y'all saw Willard Christopher Smith Jr. standing there with his bald head and big beard and big chesticles.
I know. His beard
Is
looked
anyone,
good.
is
Last
anyone not
question.
happy? Okay, I'm not going to ask that question. I'll ask this one instead. What heroes, villains do we want to see in season 2?
Ooh.
The top.
Superman.
The top.
Yeah.
Villains, I want to see a couple of specific members of the Rogues, because then it's going to get
Like?
real. Mirror Master.
Yes.
I want to see, we already saw the Trickster. I want to see Weather Wizard come back.
Yes.
We got Captain Cold and Heatwave already.
Do you reckon they're still
And I
gonna be
want to
there?
finish. Let's see, who else there's so many. There's so
I
many
agree
to
with
choose
you with
from.
Mirror Master. I think he would be an awesome
Yes,
villain
we need to see Mirror Master.
That
Of
would be
course you
awesome.
want to see Mirror Master because you love mirrors.
Wait, calm down, Daredevil. You're making me
Oh,
nervous.
really? Oh,
Yes,
really?
I know. I can see it all right now.
Really? You two, Jack's the one who owns a selfie stick, okay? The man is up here taking selfies 24/7.
Quick couple happy birthdays that we might have missed last time.
shout outs.
Yes, quick.
At super_Areola, at that dude KPW7, at JHool88, and at Plaza Matthew. And just so you know, Areola, you made our cameraman laugh just now with your name.
Right.
Pretty awesome.
Rock
I want to do a couple real quick because I promised this guy, Torian T Green 5300, promised you last week, and my 2 Arsenal fans who are great. We won yesterday. If anyone else is an Arsenal fan out there, Callum Payne, it was a pleasure watching it with you. And what is your name, dude? I apologize.
This is Jack's
there
computer.
It is. Adil.
And Arsenal is to the password, just so you know.
Wow.
We love Arsenal that much. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you next week with Doug Jones. Thank you, Bam Smack Pow, Infinite Comics, and all you guys, Flash fandom, and everybody. Thank you for hitting us up, the Flash AS, and we'll get to all your questions next week.
Let's
of
go
course.
change my
Thank you guys for
passwords now.
Jack, Lauren, Devon. I'm Dylan. We are the Stream.tv. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Out.
Peace, guys.
Bye.
I believe in Grodd.
I got it right.
If you want to see more of the Flash After Show, click that button and subscribe to the Stream.tv.